Okay friends, to get started on our blower motor resistor, we're going to get inside of our glove box and take out whatever's inside so it doesn't fall out. What we're going to end up doing is removing this line right along here. From the inside, there's going to be a little tab that we're going to push on. You'll see it kind of push out right here, and then I'm going to slide this. So I'm pushing it, slide it, so now it's disconnected. At this point, I'm going to come over to the passenger side of the glove box, and I'm going to squeeze in like this, and that's going to help this bumper get past the dash. After that, just carefully go ahead and give this a nice little twist and pull it right off. Now with the glove box out of the way, you have a nice clear view of where your blower motor resistor is going to be located. That's right up along here. You're going to find that there's two mounting bolts. There's one over here and one on the other side of the resistor. But what you're also going to notice is there's a bracket that holds down this side of the resistor. So we have to remove this bolt as well so we can get this whole bracket out of there. Let's continue on to starting off by removing the wiring harness from the blower motor resistor itself first. So I'm going to end up using a pick and a flat screwdriver. For the pick, I'm going to get right underneath the ear that's located on the driver's side of that. I'm just going to go ahead and pull up on it a little bit, and you can either use the screwdriver or you can try to reach your hand in back there and then lift up on that wiring. All right, so there we are, that's disconnected. I always like to check my electrical connectors, make sure I don't see any funny colors. If you see any green or blue or anything like that, that's corrosion and it needs to be taken care of. This looks great, so let's continue with our mounting bolts. Okay, so that's the last one. Let's go ahead and slide that bracket right out of the way. Now I'm going to reach in here, I'm going to go ahead and grab onto that blower motor resistor. There it is, friends. All right, friends, now it's time to install our brand new blower motor resistor. When you install this, you want to make sure you, of course, set it in there the right way. We have the area with the little tab that we pulled up on. It's essentially going to fit just like this. Okay. Make sure you set it in there so it's sitting nice and flush and level. Once you know that you have it where it needs to be, go ahead and start in your screws and then snug them up. All right, so I've got the far right side one on. We remember that the left side one is the one that has the bracket as well. So we need to make sure that we get this relay bracket so it's set up where it needs to be. We'll start in both of those bolts as well. All right, now that all three of our mounting bolts are nice and tight, let's reconnect in our electrical connector. Make sure you hear a nice click. And then of course give it a nice little tug just to make sure that it's completely secured. All right, so now that all the mounting bolts are in there and the wiring harness is connected in, the next thing that I would want to do is test the blower motor to make sure it works on all speeds. Once I'm sure that it does, you would continue on by installing your glove box. To install the glove box, you want to pay special attention to your little hooky doos that you have along the bottom. Those areas are going to go right into the areas along the bottom of your dash right here. So once you have those lined up, just go ahead and start them in there just like that. We're going to make sure that we have this black cable coming along the side. I'm going to carefully lift this up so it comes up and above the lock hinge here, so that way there it can't drop down. Now let's continue on to putting on our cable. This feels great. Make sure it functions as it should. Awesome.